Hello, everybody, and welcome back to College Football 25. We are here in week number 3, playing our third out-of-conference game here out of 4. I think we have one more. I think we have Charlotte after this, and then we are ready to go. So we are up against JMU today, the Dukes. So if you remember JMU in real life, last year they were really good, and everyone was fighting for them to have their bowl eligibility. That rule waived by the NCAA so that JMU can make it to a bowl, because I think everyone wanted them to go to the playoff, because they were just that fun group of 5 team that everyone rallied behind. No one likes Liberty for some reason. Liberty has a lot of haters because they're the one that typically goes all the time, or just is good all the time, but their schedules are always terrible. And now I'm just ranting about Liberty and group of 5 shenanigans in college football. But the point is that JMU is one of the better group of 5 teams here. They're one of the more fun group of 5 teams, and one of the new teams that are in this game because, they joined FBS just a couple years ago. So we are now getting off to a good start here on offense. 49 here. We really didn't do much of anything last week on offense, and that man especially didn't do much of anything last week, Robert Briggs Jr., but he finally gets something going here. But Cottle, his backup, is going to get the first down that we need here. He's still threatening to transfer on us, so we're going to enjoy that while we have him. We're going to go through the air here as Forrest Brock finds Otto Tia across the middle, and he gets close to the sticks here, but not quite. So on 3rd and 1, we're of course going to give it to Cottle on the ground here. We'll of course give it to Robert Briggs Jr., but Cottle does the work for us that we need. So that's going to be a first down for your Aggies. So on 1st and 10 here, they're going to send the cornerback blitz, and we're going to get rid of this one in time to Willis across the middle, who hauls it in and has a first down. And on 1st and goal, we're going to give it to Briggs Jr., who's got the speed to burst out to the outside and then cuts back up inside to get into the end zone for the first Aggie touchdown of the game. And so we've already matched our offensive touchdown total from last week, so maybe we can do a little bit more, a little bit more scoring, preferably, man, because it was a rough one last week, not great. So really hoping to see a lot more offense. So JMU run into the hurry up, man. They love the hurry up, but it is a 3rd and 8 here from their own 24. Quarterback's got all day to throw. Pressure's finally starting to get in there, and he gets rid of the J.D. Drew, and that is his 3rd pick in just 2 weeks now. And I can't remember if he had one in the first game, but I mean he might be putting up insane numbers, just crazy numbers. So I think he is one of the better players on our defense. So he might be the best player on our defense, and it's reasons like that. It's I think Ike Larson is actually. Now that I think about it, Ike Larson is, but J.D. Drew is definitely our best DB, and he's going to be a big shoe to have to fill when he graduates, so I'm upset. I'm upset about that, but hey, man, at this pace, he might get drafted, man. I'm going to say it now. Put him on your boards, okay? Maybe round 4, round 5, you need defensive help. Put him on your boards. I've got no way to scout, man. I don't know if he is a 4th or 5th round talent. No idea. But JMU now going to try and answer back to us here as we're already up 14-0 early. They're going to go with the ground game and trying to evade a tackle, and he gets absolutely leveled, gets blown up, and this one's going to be a fumble, and I think it's recovered too by Harris, who also forced the fumble. I'm pretty sure he also recovered his own fumble. So it's kind of a weird mess. There's about 4 or 5 players in that tackle, involved in that tackle, that had a hand on the running back here. But you can see just gets absolutely leveled, man. Just gets floored. And on that review, it looks like he might have been on the ground, but they're not going to review it. So we're just going to keep going on offense here as Briggs Jr. shakes a man out of his toes. I think it's lifted, man. That can't be legal. You can't tackle like that in college. What are we doing? Either way, that's going to end the first quarter of play here. JMU absolutely struggling on offense, only 19 yards total, averaging 3.2 yards per play, and we are, of course, rolling already, threatening to score again here at the beginning of the second quarter. And on the first play out of the intermission, Briggs Jr. trying to charge his way in, gets enough for the first down, but not enough to get into the end zone, so we'll give it to him again on the next one, and of course, he's going to get into the end zone. Just give him a couple tries, he's going to get in there. And Robert Briggs Jr. now getting in on the scoring fun once again here to get us up to 21 points, pending the extra point, of course. So already things are looking pretty bad for the Dukes here. We've got a nice full house, man. It's pretty big for a group of 5 teams like that to already pack the house. I started Dynasty with Central Michigan off camera, and they have a completely empty stadium, so JMU's already doing pretty darn well. And they're doing well in this drive here as it's 3rd and 4 from our 38, and they're going to dump it off here to the running back across the middle of the field, and he's going to cut up field to get the first down. And so they're going to continue to run the hurry up, man. They love this hurry up stuff. I don't know why. They just love this hurry up, so they're going to call some audibles, look to the sidelines for the signs here, and now with just 3.5 minutes left to go, they're going to fake the handoff here and go out to the flat. for like a bit of a screen, I guess. Excuse me, yeah, it's a bit of a screen. And they almost get everything for the first down. So it's 2nd and 1 now, and again, they're running this hurry up, man. Quarterback's just going to try and call everything at the line as best as he can. So it's going to be another handoff, and there's an opening there. Good play by, I think it was Larson who corrected and kind of made that tackle here. But they do get the first down, but we have forced them to a 3rd down, and it's 3rd and 10. So JMU, again, calling things in the backfield, trying to figure it out. And now he's got plenty of time to throw. It is a perfect seam up the middle. It's just hitting that receiver in stride, man. There were 2 guys in the vicinity, but neither of them were even like looking for the ball, even ready to make a play on the football. And so JMU puts on an absolute clinic on offense here. Just that hurry up. I don't know, man, what it is. I want to blame the game, but, trying to remove myself from that and just talk about, football. That hurry up, man. Our defense really struggles keeping with that tempo. So, and JMU has problems keeping up with Robert Briggs Jr.'s tempos. It takes all 4 Dukes, man, to bring him down. Did you see him just completely floor someone? Robert Briggs Jr. is small. He's not going to floor anybody. I tried to, juke stick it, but he just ran right over him. I'll take it. So, Cottle on the next play is going to get to the edge. He's got some space here. I once again tried to juke, but it did not work. But we do get the first down here, 1st and goal, rather. And on 1st and goal, we're going to try and go through the air, throw it to Robert Briggs Jr. out of the flat, and he gets, he drops the ball on the hit. So, it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. We're going to try and hand it off now to Briggs Jr. And that linebacker's just sitting there waiting for him. So it's going to be 3rd and goal here from the 3. And we got to somehow get in. And now force Brock stand firm in the pocket. Throws this one across the middle to Stevens, who hauls it in and gets knocked down. It looks like he was just barely on the goal line, man. He might have just barely gotten into the end zone. Maybe on a closer look, I don't know. They're going to give it to him. And that that lineman is shadow boxing himself, I guess. The game does glitch out on occasion, but I think that might have been Larry Stevens' first. No, I don't know. Not his first. Definitely not. I had a commenter call me out for miscalling our transfers and some of our recruits, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. So on 3rd and 10 here, Briggs Jr., we have the ball once again on offense as JMU has kind of struggled, and they're going to call a timeout as we cannot get to the first down. So we're going to punt it, but I'm showing you the punt, and that's because a JMU defender is going to get way too close and hit our punter, and that is going to be a roughing the kicker penalty, and we are going to get a fresh set of downs. Not that we necessarily need it because we are already up 28-7 here, with just 20 seconds left to go in the first half, but we're going to take a free opportunity if JMU is going to give it to us. So on 1st and 10, Force Brock drops back and wide open by himself. We got a receiver completely wide open. I don't know how you leave him that wide open. How? How do you explain that? How? We had Davis on a massive streak, man, down the middle of the field, and he just, humongous breakdown in coverage. We had a couple plays like that last season. If you remember the Wyoming game, there was 1 or 2 plays that were just like that. I think there was even one in the USC game that we somehow won that had a play like that, man. That was just huge breakdown from the Duke's defense, and now it is 35-7 here at the end of the half, and now time is expiring. Quarterback's running for his life, and Marlon Dean gets the sack, and I just included this play so you guys could see his cool celly. I thought his celly was cool. That was neat. And also just to see how disruptive we've been on defense for the Dukes, man, that JMU has been unable to really do much of anything against our defensive unit, man. We have just looked really solid. I was going to say it was a big change from Texas A&M, but honestly, our defense has played well, all season. 19 points to Texas A&M is for being Utah State, is pretty incredible. So the defense is the best thing about our team. We knew that heading into the season, and that's kind of held true all season long. So I'm not really upset or mad about that at all. I like having a good defense. I'm not good playing defense, but we definitely need to get better on offense. That is for sure. And I think a lot of that problem is just the depth here. But we are putting on an amazing clinic here and a perfect showing of just what our offense can do with the weapons it already does have against some teams like JMU, which I thought would stack up pretty well against us in terms of group of 5 talent, but I guess maybe the Dukes have taken a pretty steep fall off from last season. So either way, coming out of the intermission here, we now have it at JMU's 47, and Robert Briggs Jr. with some more space on the edge here as he cuts upfield and gets a first down and a heck of a lot more. So we have gotten stopped by JMU on a 3rd down. So on 3rd and 5, we're going to drop back here, and across the middle, we're going to try and hit. That's Jack Hystera. We haven't called his name much this season, but Jack Hystera is still here. He's probably the only receiver at this point from last season who one of the primary starters, rather. We still have receivers from last year, but as far as primary starters go, he's probably the only one who's still here, and we haven't really called him much at all. But on 3rd and goal, JMU perfectly covers that run play here, and our goal line offense has been pretty shaky against JMU. We've really had to fight to get into the end zone within 10 yards, so interesting just to note. But Valencia does knock home that field goal, so 38-7 is your score. Now JMU with an opportunity on the football here, less than 2 minutes, and boom, a beautiful pass. So when JMU has scored, it's been some pretty impressive plays, some nice plays. I will give them that. Whenever they do score on our defense, man, you gotta give it. You just gotta give it to the offense, man, because that was just an impressive drive. It just was. And so we were going to win that one. That was JMU's only other points they would score this game. So 38-14, and there you can see we got our backups in the game already. Excuse me. We are back already, man. Briggs Jr. Back from the A&M struggles is what I want to say. So I don't think we will have a game like that this year unless one of our conference opponents slips us up here. But I know in out of conference we really got to kind of iron out all the kinks here and all the problems. And I feel like this JMU game was a perfect get right game, just kind of remind us who we are and what we can do, what we can achieve this season if we hit our marks, and we absolutely did that. So really all of our scoring was done in the first half. JMU did a good job of silencing us, which is a problem that we still need to overcome, is getting consistent performances across both halves of the game. You know, we're really kind of a first half team, and that isn't something that we can rely on moving forward, and I think it was an issue we also had last season. So JMU did play decently well. They had some stats that are, you can look at the kind of little triangles, that go back and forth. Like we really did, just kind of even out things with JMU. But we were just a lot more explosive on offense and did a lot better with our opportunities. We just executed a heck of a lot better. I feel like the coach at the podium. I think we just operated a lot better. We executed a heck of a lot better. And so Childress, our backup quarterback, did get in for a play, and I think his rating is bugged. He threw one pass, and I threw a pick, and that's it. That's all he did. So I don't know, but Forrest Brock, 9 for 17 with 2 touchdowns. Really not good on the completion percentage here, but it was efficient, not efficient, but got us in the end zone. Did what he had to do. Briggs Jr. is obviously the class of the offense with 132 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. We can always expect that type of thing from him in most cases, unless we play Texas A&M. And then it looks like a lot of receivers really got their hands on the ball at least once in this game here. Literally just once. Not a lot passing-wise to speak of, but we rely on the running game a lot, man. We really rely on the running game. That's a big thing for us, so that's really what I focus on. So if we can do that, we'll always be successful. And here's the light update here for our recruits. Just keeping first on a lot of people's boards. We got this gem quarterback, 4-star quarterback. I'm really excited about him. Hopefully we can get him to sign here, to commit to our school. But J.D. Drew gets Mountain West Conference Defensive Player of the Week. It's back-to-back weeks now we've had a Defensive Player of the Week, so... But that is going to do it for this video. In the next one, it's going to be our last game at a conference play. So we have Charlotte coming up. The 49ers. It's just, it's Charlotte. They're not that good. That's what I'm trying to beat around the bush here. But still, I would like to see everyone at Logan Field. We're finally going to be back home to take on Charlotte. So hope to see everybody there for hopefully another win.